So, this is coming from Tom's Hardware. China unifies tech sector to build grid-free orbiting satellite AI data centers, challenging Elon Musk's SpaceX. Beijing's Forced Chip and Satellite Alliance announced a week before Musk's AI-1 reveal. China wants to build data centers in space too. Well, if we're doing it, I suppose they're going to try to do it too. I do think what's kind of interesting with this, though, is the different way the United States and China does things, especially with industrial policy. So if you look at the United States and essentially how we build almost anything, they've been trying to privatize the hell out of any function that we do, right? The idea is government is bad to any degree, so everything should be privatized. And so I think one of the big issues that we have in our country, especially as we push forward and we try to compete with a country like China, is they have a very unified industrial policy, and we have whatever mess it is that we have. So all of these different companies are all doing their own things. It doesn't seem like they're being bound together by much of anything. And so when anybody tries to build something for the future, especially large projects, it can be incredibly difficult because, again, you're talking about things like logistics, supply chains, all of that kind of stuff. Whereas China comes in and they just unify their supply chain. So it's really interesting with artificial intelligence right now, right? You have the Huawei, accelerators that they've been producing. And basically China has lined all these factories and all of these corporations essentially up in a row in order to build artificial intelligence, right? So these companies create the RAM, these companies create the storage, and these companies create the motherboards, and these companies create the GPUs or whatever else. These companies, right? And they have them all together, and they have them under one relatively unified industrial policy to be able to push products out the door. And that's how they've been able to accelerate their artificial intelligence systems, infrastructure stack so quickly. They've gone from being a not running in the race to now being not very far behind the United States. And let's face it, at the rate that they're accelerating, it seems like they will be beating us in relatively short order. And so what's kind of curious here is with them now trying to get into space data centers, because I guess everybody wants to get into space data centers. It will be interesting to see how quickly they're able to push this forward. The other thing to be thinking about with Chinese industrial capacity too is since they do seem to have a bit more of a plan, right, a coherent plan behind everything, one of the curious things to be looking at with this is how different things that get created can be used for different space projects. Like you hear this in the United States right now. We have so many things going. Anyways, we just sent a pod around the moon, right? So we launched a pod up to circle the moon before, and it came down, and we tested it. Then we put people in the pod and had that circle the moon, and that came down. I think we're going to do a landing. I think we're going to do a landing, and then we're going to prove that system works, and then that system is going to go in the trash can, We're not even through the testing phase of this particular system. That looks like it will probably work, and yet it's already been destined to go in the trash can because we're going to go off with a new thing. Like our policy in the United States is so flaky. To be clear, whether it's Trump or Biden or Trump or Obama, there's no. So that was the thing. Like with our space policy, right? Bush came up with a space policy, getting us back to the moon. He had his thing. Anyways, so Bush had a space policy. Right? And then Obama comes in and says, we're not doing that. We're doing this new space policy. And then Trump comes in and says, we're not doing that. We're doing this new space policy. And then Biden comes in and goes, butterscotch. Anyway, it's true. And then now Trump's coming in and we're doing some other space policy. Right? So we're doing all... God knows what's going on. You literally read it and it's just confusing to figure out what's going on. And so what's kind of interesting here is if China has one unified policy, think about it. As they create rockets, as they create systems are most likely can be used to do other things. And so you create a system in order to create some kind of AI data center in space. Everything that you learn from that can be used to create other things, can be used to create other things, can be used to create other things. And if they're all working together, that's one of the big things to be thinking about with the Chinese versus the United States, is we really believe in intellectual property. We believe in the right for somebody to have a monopolistic ownership of an idea. right? You came up with that idea. Really, you documented the idea first is what it comes down to. But if you document the idea first, you should have a monopoly on that concept. And that causes a lot of issues with our industrial policy. Whereas if you look at China, for the most part, it's all about execution. Who cares who came up with the idea? It's who can execute on the idea that actually matters. And that's where all this is going to get so ugly in the future. It's going to get so ugly. Anyways. And we take a look at this. The Chinese government quietly approved the Space Computing Industry Innovation Center in early June, which aims to bring together rocket and satellite manufacturers, semiconductor fabs, and AI tech companies to build a space computing network. According to the Beijing government, this aims to, quote, connect the entire industrial chain of space computing and boost the development of satellite Internet of Things sector, right? So this is going to be everything from the data centers communications and the whole 9 yards. The center is set to be officially launched later this month, and it will focus on 6 major research areas: highly reliable, heat-resistant, space-native computing chips, high-performance, hyper-interconnected space computing payloads, space computing satellite platforms and standard systems, space-based large models under constrained power conditions, integrated space-ground cloud-based measurements and control networking, and space computing power service-oriented and tokenized operations. These are designed to build an orbiting AI data center that will not rely on earthbound energy sources and will avoid the bottlenecks that many ground-based data center developments face today. What makes China's announcement different is that it's making multiple companies work together to build a system. On the other hand, SpaceX and Blue Origin are going it alone. The two companies are competitors, and it doesn't look like they're cooperating with each other to develop the technologies required for space-based AI compute. It even seems that the former is intent on vertical integration with its new 11 million square foot gigasat factory and Musk's Terafab mega project. So basically, at the end of the day, Elon Musk is going to try to own everything with his satellite-based AI infrastructure, whereas again in China, it's the country kind of working together. So it'll be interesting to see where this winds up at the end of the day. But it is nice to see that, Chinese people do stupid stuff too. Why are we putting stuff in space? Why are we putting all these AI data centers in space? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I was reading the documentation on Elon Musk's AI-1 project, and apparently his quote-unquote data centers in space, yeah, they're gonna have like one rack of computers. So each data center in space is going to be one rack of computers. I mean, I guess it's technically a data center, but I mean, how, if each data center is the equivalent of a single rack of computers, oh Lord, how many of these things do you have to put into space for it to make sense? Oh yeah, because I mean, think about this for a second. Let's think about this for a second. We are now measuring the size of AI data centers in the U.S. based off of Manhattans. And this seems to be an actual measurement. This data center is a Manhattan. And this data center is going to be 2 Manhattans. Right? So I don't know. Look, I don't know the math on this. How many racks of servers can you put into a Manhattan-sized data center? I mean, think about it. I've been into a data center for a while. I remember when I used to go into the data centers, and there'd be hundreds of racks, right? Before this whole AI boom, you go in and there's hundreds of racks. And so think about that for a second. Just think about a data center from 15 years ago, and then think about each one of those racks would need to be launched into space, right? And then think about so just an average little data center. That means you'd have to have 100 racks, 100 space-based AI data centers just to get 100 racks worth of resources. And now you look, and the important thing to understand with so much of this is there's this idea, right? There's not enough land mass. There's not enough land mass, right? Because apparently they don't know Wyoming. Don't ask me why. Big tech really hates Wyoming. Don't know why. But think about a Manhattan-sized data center. And you're saying there's not enough land to put these data centers. And so that's why you're going to put a data center into space. But in order to put a data center into space, Each AI data center is going to be one rack. How many racks go into a Manhattan-sized data center? How in God's name does any of this make sense? But anyways, so at this point in time, I think China's just fucking with us. I think China's just like, oh, that's a stupid idea. We can do the stupid idea better than you can do your stupid idea. If anybody is going to do a stupid idea with technology, China will be the best and cheapest option in the stupid idea. You can see like these Chinese people like, why the fuck are we launching data centers into space? Because Americans will pay a lot of money for space data centers. But it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have to make sense. They're paying money for it. Anyways, what do you think about this? What do you think about China unifying production capacity for AI space data centers? How do you feel compared to what the United States is doing? I don't know. How do you feel about the future? How do you feel about 2026? Oh, I'm telling you. It just gets stupider by the day. Anyways, put your thoughts down below. If you like these episodes, do remember they're on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link is down below. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, there's a link down there too. With that, see you later.